Institute of Technology acknowledges that our campuses are located on the unceded traditional territories of the Coast Salish nations of Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh.
Good morning. Welcome to BCIT's The Crow. I'm Graciela Cruz Flores, and this is your sports news at 11. SFU Athletics have started their 2025 non-conference schedule last week. The university's women's volleyball, women's soccer, and men's soccer have been well underway with exciting games every Thursday and Saturday. The SFU volleyball team opened the season at the WWU Volleyball Invitational Tournament with 3 ranked wins, capped by a 15-0 fifth set against number 4 overall, San Francisco State. The Vancouver Whitecaps are expecting a near sold-out stadium at BC Place this upcoming Saturday.
High drama for Thomas Mueller. Can he do it from the spot? At the death, yes! Mueller puts Vancouver on top. It's 3-2.
Since German midfielder Thomas Mueller touched down in Vancouver, the Whitecaps have hosted 2 straight lower bowl sellouts, up to 26,000 fans at BC Place. More than 22,000 tickets have sold for Saturday's match against the Philadelphia Union. The Whitecaps have 11 wins and 2 losses, a 2-loss record at home, one of the best in the MLS season this year. The Whitecaps can clinch a playoff spot on Saturday with the win, if they win. Trump is loving the spotlight that comes with sports, especially if it's on him. The U.S. President Donald Trump has built most of his domestic travel around sporting events. Rather than rooting for particular teams, Trump seems more eager to soak up the spotlight, even with some boos from crowds. Trump has attended major sporting events such as the Super Bowl and the Super Bowl, Daytona 500, and more recently, the U.S. Open. The president apparently plans to go to Thursday's Yankees-Tigers baseball game in the Bronx, New York. In college basketball, the NCAA permanently revoked eligibility of 3 Division I players for betting on their own games linked to Fresno State and San Jose State. The NCAA Committee on Infractions released today findings from an investigation involving Mikael Robinson, Steven Vasquez, and Jalen Weaver. The 3 players have also bet on each other's games and shared information to facilitate betting during the 2024-2025 season. 2 players allegedly manipulated their performances to win bets. Robinson and Vasquez failed to cooperate with the investigation. All 3 have been released from their teams and no longer are enrolled in their schools. In football, the New York Jets are cutting wide receiver Xavier Gibson after his costly fumble in the season's opener. An insider has confirmed the decision to the Associated Press this morning. Gibson, in his 3rd NFL season, made the mistake during Sunday's season-opening loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Jets lost 34-32. Coach Aaron Glenn criticized the team's turnovers after the game, declared that players causing such issues wouldn't stay on the field. Icon American rugby player Ilona Maher has begun her offseason. The U.S. rugby team were eliminated from the Women's World Cup last weekend. However, Maher will be remaining in England to see how the final unfolds. She's yet to reveal her future plans, but the WWE came calling before the tournament even started, so she's also hinted about leaving the 15s rugby and returning to the 7s. The 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles would be the draw. The U.S. is automatically qualified for being host of the competition. Maher would be nearing 32 years old, which is still her prime for a player. And then quick with the weather, cloudy this morning with peaks of sunshine, but most importantly, it is dry. Great for kids and adults starting their soccer and football seasons here in BC. The high right now is 19, but expected to hit its 20s this afternoon. That's been your sports news at 11. I'm Graciela Cruz Flores at BCIT's The Crow.
Stay tuned for more on BCIT's 1680 The Crow.
The hands-on part of the program is the main thing that drew me to the program, and it's the main thing that I'm taking away from this program. There's no experience like just being able to go out and practice and do the work, and been able to do that both here in the newsroom, out on the internships, multiple internships that I've been able to go on, and I think it'll serve me very well.